For Sanguinary Heresy, a Loyalist, Sons of Horus. We base code him with heavy black-green so he looks like a Dark Angel, or you can just use Lupercal green and be more accurate. We go on top of this with Exile Green by Army Painter. The Sons of Horus are a very unique color. They're this kind of pale pastel, which sets them apart from Salamander's plain green and Dark Angel's dark green. We paint all the silver areas with Iron Warriors by Citadel, and then the Aquila with Hammered Copper by Vallejo. Shade the green with Military Shade, or appropriately Chthonian Camo Shade by Citadel. If it's a sergeant, give him a black stripe on his head. Or you can give him an unhelmeted head with a top knot, which is why all the Chaos figures have top knots. As well as a bunch of Space Wolves. If you want to be unique, you could also just use Space Wolf models and paint them this way. Because, Luna Wolves. Paint the Purity Seal with Dark Sand, and then the base with Desert Yellow. I painted his eyes with Lava Orange by Army Painter. You can also use Troll Slayer Orange by Citadel. I think the orange contrasts with the green more than the red on official models. The inevitable appropriate dark tone and strong tone shades. I painted his Purity Seal wax white because Lunar Wolves. And after a matte varnish, here he is. I freehanded the Eye Horus symbol. I use a transfer instead. Now I have a full squad of 5 intercessors. How would I make Horus loyal? Well, simply, he never gets the title of War Master, which gave him anxiety to try and be the best, which ultimately drove him to Chaos. He still gets stabbed by the Chaos Blade and still has a vision, but Magnus, using his magic, actually saves him, convincing him it was all just an illusion, like in Dorian Heresy. And yes, his legion still takes up the colors of the Sons of Horus, because that was actually an Emperor's idea. Either way, Erebus goes to Plan B and tries to show the vision to Sanguinius, the War Master, seeing potential future where the Emperor is worshipped as a god and he's not there. As well as his anxiety about people finding out about the Red Thirst, this drives him to Chaos. In the Temple to Mark, he becomes one with the Red Angel, Kyrus, and some Nurgle and Zinch Demon. To try and stop the Red Thirst, he only ends up causing the Black Rage. The Chaos-fueled Blood Angels rampage around the galaxy, such as the Dropside Massacre and the Ultramar Civil War. Sanguinius eventually arrives during the Siege of Terra, just as the Loyalists break in. So he teleports himself and the Emperor aboard the Red Tier, and then we get the canon event. And the reason why I chose Sanguinius to be the War Master is because, well, isn't it obvious the reverse of the classic photo? Horus standing over dead Sanguinius, so swap it on its head so Sanguinius stands over dead Horus. And you still have the symbolism of the Emperor killing one of his favorite sons. That and the Blood Angels kind of also encapsulate the different Chaos Gods, even more so than the Sons of Horus. Either way, the Blood Angels escape into the warp. And in the aftermath, the Sons adopt the Codex Astartes. The only deviation from this is much like how the Dark Angels have the Deathwing as their first company of veterans, the Sons of Horus have the Justiniaries. And yes, they are like Black Legion colors. And they're led by Chapter Master Abaddon, until he dies during the War of the Beast.